Inside 6 Yards is proudly supported by 1951 Goalkeeper Coaching.
For more information, you can visit their website at 1951goalkeepercoaching.com.au.
Or you can find them on Facebook
Or Instagram.
at 1951 Goalkeeper Coaching.
Links are in the description below.
Hey everyone, welcome to a new episode of Inside 6 Yards. I'm your host Yatesy, and with me, as always,
Mr. Tommygun.
yes. So before we get started, Tom, we've got some important information.
Information?
Yes, what you need to do is like and subscribe.
Of course, always. Why wouldn't you?
Do it now.
If you haven't already.
If you do it now, then you don't have to worry about it.
Exactly.
Then you get all the information, all the notifications.
Does it cost them anything?
No, it does not.
Oh, that's good then.
And that's where these troubled times, it doesn't cost you anything.
Exactly.
Except maybe just a little bit of effort, which you've got a lot because you can't really do much. So
To touch your button and then bam.
do it.
Then you get like notified every time that, we really release a new podcast or a new video. Like, how awesome is that?
Well, that's it. Or, we do some videos or something silly. And, that's what we're going to talk about next, though, aren't we, Tommy?
Oh, yes. But how have you been going lately? Lately?
Lately, Yatesy's been going good.
Lately, Yatesy.
Well, I like that, though.
Latesy?
Yatesy
Yeah.
has been well.
Yeah.
Look, not too bad. Had Father's Day as yourself as well yesterday.
Yes. Got a lot of Father's Day. How many pairs of socks did you get?
Look, I got no socks, but
That's
I did
disappointing,
get.
mate.
I got a coffee cup, and I got a bottle opener. So I'm very
Essentials.
and a big block of fruit nut chocolate. So I'm very happy about that.
Yummy.
Looking forward to devouring that when I get home.
Mate. Father's Day is good. It's awesome. It's my second Father's Day, so I'm happy. But yeah, it's always interesting when your kids can't quite write or read yet, but all of a sudden they're writing you a perfect card that's spelt out correctly.
Mate,
and
speaking of cards, and I was going to say, this is one thing you'd look forward to as a dad, mate. When they get old and they could write.
Yeah.
So the best, I'll send this to you so you can put it up on the on the page here. So my daughter Miller, who turns 9 in 8 days, I think it was.
Ooh.
Yeah, well, that's from today when we're recording.
Yeah.
So my dad, my superhero. Okay, it is.
Super dad.
Yeah, his superhero name is Super Luke.
Right.
He can run faster than the Flash.
Right.
He can lift 100 million mansions. So hopefully I own those mansions.
Oh yes. You'd love to do that.
Oh
wouldn't you?
yeah, he is as smart as Google. So obviously he's Google quite a lot.
Google is quite smart.
Yeah, he is brave as a robot. He is really good at making me happy.
Oh,
He makes
that's
the
important.
best fish and chips.
Oh.
Which I'll have to make for you, Tommy. That's actually quite good homemade fish and
Mate,
chips.
why have I not had these fish and chips? I'm disappointed.
He is funny when he tells his jokes. So typical dad jokes. Gotta love dad jokes. He likes to play soccer and make YouTube videos. That's what's on there.
There you go.
One thing I found funny, he always says, ask before you talk. I'm his side cook because I help him with helping Sonia get ready for bed. And here's a superhero because I can't read the last, but I think I am the world to her or something like that. So there's a little photo you can kind of see there, Tommy. We'll get it put up there, but the red and blacks is favorite color, and there's a little man bun there as well. So.
Oh, love it. That's so adorable. I look forward to my girls doing that for me. That's awesome though.
It's really good, and especially when they ask the kids, like I remember when Millen was younger, they'd ask how old is, because remember did it for her mum. It was like, how old's mum, and all this, like, and some of the answers I get back, you're like, where did you get that information from? Oh,
No, that's so cute. That is so cute.
that's good. It's even funnier and cuter too when she got a bit embarrassed about me reading it. Like she's obviously put a lot of effort into it.
Oh,
like,
she's going to get even more embarrassed when you talk about it on your podcast.
Oh, look,
right?
she's going to appreciate it, and it was very good, Miller, and I appreciate it because I know you'll be watching.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes. Well, speaking of watching, hopefully everyone out there has seen the video that we did with 1951 Goalkeeper Coaching.
Yeah, that's awesome. So we do have to give a shout out to 1951 because they do support the channel significantly. And McKaylee is, well, we finally experienced it firsthand as to how good he actually is.
Yes.
And like even just the little things that we did. So we, Michaeli organised with us a session on a Monday night.
Down at UWA?
Yep, and it was
Nice
awesome.
ground.
Yeah, nice. They've got a really good setup over there.
Look, you couldn't ask for better. It was on a Monday.
Yeah.
The weather, it was a little bit windy, but it was just that kind of, you knew it was going to rain soon. And you couldn't ask for better
conditions. A little bit, just sprinkled a little bit.
Just a little bit, just to cool us.
Just to wet the gloves, just to dampen the gloves a little bit.
Skim off the ball.
But no, it was awesome. And we worked on cutbacks, which is something that I love to work on as well. So
Agreed.
it was cutbacks and the footwork, mainly the footwork associated with covering the goal quickly and efficiently. And it's something that, like me and you both, when we discussed it, it's something that we didn't think about. Like we just thought, oh yeah, the ball's going over there. You walk.
Yeah, you've got A to B. Try and get there as quick as possible. There's
Correct.
No such technique behind it.
Yeah, we didn't realize that there's like a proper process and for the steps, and and what you can actually do by following a proper stepping process, you can cover the goal quicker and more efficiently, and therefore that can leave you that, as we know as goalkeepers. That extra millimeter, that centimeter can be the difference between a finger save and a palm save and keeping it out, as opposed to just getting a finger to it and going, damn it, I wish I could have got that. And that's, it's crazy.
Also
and
those vital seconds too, for getting there quickly and getting set and prepared.
Yeah.
And then you can deal with what comes at you. But it's funny, we discussed, as you mentioned before, we discussed it before.
Yeah.
And it's such a simple thing that needs to be done. And it makes a world of a difference. So
you don't really, and we didn't realize it till we did it, and we're like, I can't believe, like I couldn't believe it. Really, I just went, oh crap, that's what we've been doing wrong.
We definitely had a lot of fun with it though.
Yeah, and do you know what? I was just thinking the whole time. I was just like, I just know that Michaeli's watched our YouTube videos. And picked out these problems because he knows
I've got something for you.
Yeah, because he knows it, because he's seen it and gone, I know what I can get you guys to do. But no, let's have a bit of a look at it and let's react to our own video live on the podcast because it makes sense.
Well, so when did you put it up there, Tommy? We put it up
five days ago, about a week ago.
I've got 70 views already.
70 views. That's not bad. That's not bad.
Like more. Got to get that. You got to set the. I don't know what I'm doing with my fingers, by the way, on that.
On this photo,
I think I've just started. I just realised I can count to 10. I think that's.
I think you're showing off the SDLs, aren't you?
Well, that's what I'm thinking of. But then looking at the photo, I'm looking at my eyes. I'm like, what am I doing?
So we didn't actually take. Normally we'd take a photo, but I just took a screen grab, and then I modified it and put a filter through it, and it
looks good. I really do like it.
It's a nice photo. I modified the hue to make it purple because inside 6 yards purple, we've got to do purple. It's our thing. And 285 subscribers we're at now, man.
Wee, look out. That's good.
It's hard to think that 285 people have hit that subscribe button. It's crazy. It's very humbling. So we appreciate everyone that supports the channel. And if you'd like to, give us a comment. Let us know if there's anything that you want us to talk about on the podcast. But let's have a look at this video, shall we? Let's just pull this up. And
there's Tommy on the ground.
Yeah, that's where I'm used to being. Oh, yes, that looks familiar.
The monk.
The monk.
It'd be cool if you'd recreated that one in that scene. That would be really cool.
I know, right? God, this is before I had a haircut.
You've had a shave though.
Yes. Yeah, that was when I was clean shaven.
What a beautiful man Michaeli is. Look at that.
I know. Must be the Italian in him.
Yeah, the MM stands for model Michaeli. I think or majestic Michaeli. I think I like that one.
Majestic. I love it. Even the way he talks, man, I just love it. I just want to rip my pants off him. There we go. Just to open it up, mate. Yeah. Easy one. Pass back.
Easy one. Sneaks
loves
on
it.
fast.
This one's for Rob as well, because Rob loves it when we watch videos.
Yeah. So what's happening, Rob, is the ball's sometimes going in the back of net and sometimes not.
Yeah.
There you go.
Pretty much. Good save.
Not bad.
Not bad.
Oh.
I hate that one. Oh, I love them clean hands. Wait till we start getting the slow-mos out, mate.
Yeah.
We start getting the slow-mos and it's awesome.
Good technique there.
But we're just watching.
Oh, so I don't know what's going. Should have been 2 hands on that one.
Yeah, I think that was what cost you.
Nice save.
Yeah.
I must say that I don't think we put any over the bar.
Nah.
Oh, good one.
But I do, like, now that we've done that, so he's put it top bins, of course he has. Oh, and I slow-moed your top bins for you.
Yeah.
Look at that.
That's goalkeeper
That's
battles.
nice.
Look out.
Now we're just crossing over to the left, and Michaeli's
He's got a
slotting them.
good shot on
He's
him.
got a good left.
I don't know what happened here. It's so slow.
I think you weren't expecting him to hit it with his right.
No, that's it. Yeah.
Yes, get up again.
Preempted.
Preempting.
Yeah.
Yep.
Stu's favourite word, preempt. And he's like, you know what you done wrong.
He's saying, get back, deal with this shot again, and don't preempt.
Should have caught that segment.
I love it. But I love the session with Michaeli. I thought it was really good. Ooh. And he slotted that one so well too with his right foot. Love the clean hands.
It's always a worry though when you... Nice. Straight in the bread basket.
Yeah, love the bread basket ones. Oh, what a save.
I made that look so awkward.
It's because you've kind of gone up with 2 hands to take like a chest, but then you've realized it's not in your chest. And then you've just extended one arm.
Oh. Headbutt into the groin.
But now that we've done this session, man, like the first thing I look at is the feet. I'm just watching our feet, man. I'm just watching it and just watching the micro steps, covering the goal.
Nice. Here we are with our 5-point box.
So now we're working on a 5-point save.
Shouldn't have turned my head though.
Nah.
I
love the slow-mos.
Yes.
Ow.
Oh, that looks straight over the top.
Oh, I love it. I love that one because it's like just pop it up just to give you hope, then slot it. Oh, through the legs. Swag. No.
They're hard. That distance is very hard to do.
When it's that close, it's so... Oh, I love that one too. It's caught your trailing arm. Bam.
Damn, those big sides.
That's a 5-point save.
Yeah.
That is literally a 5-point save. It just catches you anywhere.
Yeah, so good. This is good. Dunk.
I'm so...
Dunk.
That was so good. But mate, that foot save is brilliant. I love it. Full extension.
Step out, yeah.
Full extension foot save.
I just love the laughing at us in the background.
Yeah. Just another 5-point save.
Almost.
Another 5-point save. Another 5-point save. Oh yeah.
You're trying to chase me.
This is the plug that we screwed up.
Yes.
Did Stu tell you?
No. I just, after I said, I was like, I didn't say that right. And we're going to talk over it. So. Oh, okay.
Ooh. Oh. Yeah, you plugged our own podcast instead of stleisure.com.au.
Yeah. I think I was worrying about messing up how we did before at the start. And I was like, and then I'll say it next. And I was like, it's ended.
Oh, it was good. Nah,
so apologies, Stu, there.
It's all good. He loves it.
Oh.
Yes. Oh, I love diving on the ball. The green gloves shot well on the camera, though.
They do. Very well.
Like, I'd only wore them gloves like once or twice before.
And the way the camera is, I look like a monster. Oh, the turn away, like that didn't work for me at all.
Look at the turn away shot.
Just missed that one. That was a good one. Snuck away with that slow motion.
I love this slow mo. It's brilliant.
Dunk.
Just get the palm save, and then you just watch us go. Oh, watch us. The no.
That's
square.
the first.
That's the first
Great
one.
save.
Straight in the moneymaker.
It's a good save. I'm like, oh, you're right.
And that is not the only one you got in my face that session.
Right, there's the second one. And I don't know if that went. I think you saved that too.
And that was where we ended it because I was like, I cannot hand any more punishment to the face.
Did that go in?
Let's have a look.
Because the goals are over the line, so you can't really tell. But it kind of, I don't.
Nah. He's made a good save there.
I should have kicked you while you were down. I look like I kicked you there.
Oh, God. But that is it.
Very, very good.
I love that. I love that session. I can't wait to do more stuff with Michaeli. Definitely. Ooh, exit that before. But no, I can't wait to do more stuff with Michaeli, man, because he's such a good coach, and I think especially us picking up goalkeeping a bit later and not having the technical base and the little micro skills that you might pick up when you're little per se. I think for us that is just going to be awesome, and if we can train more with Michaeli, I think we're still fresh enough in the game to be able to make them little changes to our.
Definitely.
And it's all about an attitude thing as well, to be honest, isn't it? So.
And did you see that? Remember that video that Michaeli showed us of that young gentleman with his technique? I can't remember how old he is. And
he was quite young.
I'm pretty sure I've seen him down at Kelmscott last year or so when I was helping Stu train.
Yeah.
I think that's the young gentleman. But his technique was just that little foot
100%.
movement was,
Yeah.
just amazing. So it's great, and I hope that young one's got a big future in front of him playing in goals and enjoys it.
And that's the thing, is like, but that's the best time to pick up, obviously, them techniques so that when it comes to game day, you're not having to think about it because, you've been taught from such a young age that all these little steps and stuff, you've got. It's in there. It's in the back of your brain. You don't have to worry about it. For us, we'll still work on it at training and stuff, and hopefully it will eventually amalgamate into back of the brain game day situations so we don't have to worry about it and we're just making top bin saves day in, day out.
Like Michaeli said, to make sure it's the right technique though with this.
Exactly. Yeah. He doesn't care about your top bin saves. If you do the wrong technique, it's a bad save.
Yeah, pull you up on it.
Right. Good save, but wrong technique.
Yeah, this is what you should do next time if possible.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. If you don't do it right next time, have a go at you. But nah, thanks again to Michaeli for doing that. That was awesome. We enjoyed that video, really and we definitely want to do a few more videos with Michaeli because just really enjoyed it. It's good fun, hey?
That's it. Also, so the viewers can see actually what goes on and what kind of, so to give the viewers a bit of a run out the start, we didn't just go straight into that. Into the goals. We did a bit of a warm up at the start.
Yeah.
Then we went down to where there's a post. So with the long pole things, did it in the smaller goals.
Yeah.
And then progressed into the bigger goals. So it's everything that comes from the start of the warm up to the end all rolls into one.
It was a progressive training session, which is what I would expect from Michaeli.
Yeah.
Everything has a purpose from the warm up. It's all just like grouped and stages. Yeah. So all he's done is work throughout the session, another stage, or another side, or it's all relevant to each other, and they all flow on from each other, and just like a perfect session. Yeah. So it's good. I really enjoyed it, and I can see why, and you can see his passion as well. That's definitely. What, and I think that's what like we especially we love it. And goalkeeper training, and for that particular reason that when you get somebody that's as passionate or more passionate, I'd say he's more passionate about goalkeeping than us. It's it's awesome and just it's contagious.
It is. It rubs off on you, doesn't it? And we
So
got to see Nick down there as well.
Yeah,
before we started.
Yeah, making some top bin saves before we pop the gloves on. So we'll have to get Nick back on the show. But
yes,
he's been doing well for the old Swan, and they got a good win on the weekend as well.
I think it was 2-1.
2-1 against Forey.
Yeah, which that's a tough
win.
Very tough win.
Well done there. Well done the old boy, and we'll get him.
Wearing that lovely, it's like a teal or whatever blue kit it was.
Mate, it was an awesome blue kit,
nice
blue
kit,
SDL kit, mate.
Very good.
But yeah, no, definitely we'll get him back on the show, and we'll have another yarn. Maybe another 6 yarns.
Yeah, maybe 6 yarns, 7, depending how long we go. 8, we'll just see how we go.
But no, man, have you spread anything about this championship, potentially like another division for Australian football?
So like
have you heard about it?
the B League type of thing.
Kind of like, yeah.
I have heard rumours of it. You know, you see glimpses on Facebook and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's an interesting concept what they want to do. I guess, you know, more football in Australia is great. The more the merrier, but I'm just not quite sure how they would go about it.
Like in theory, it sounds awesome. It sounds like to have a proper football system in Australia would be awesome. So, you know, the A-League is not just, what was it, 11, 12 teams or whatever it is.
If that,
yeah. And that's just it. There's no promotion, no relegation, no nothing.
That's
and it doesn't matter if you finish first or finish last, there's no up or down. So for me, I think it would be awesome to have a promotion relegation system where a team can go from potentially a state league and whatever state they're in, state league 2, state league 1, to potentially go up to NPL and maybe go to the B league per se, and then potentially become an A-League team.
Yeah.
That would be awesome.
It's a lot of where you think of the criteria you need to be state league, and then the criteria you need to make NPL.
Correct.
I'd hate to know what the criteria would be for the B league.
Yep, and then A league.
A league, yeah.
You know what I mean?
I think, for example, like down at Curtin, like good facilities, but as for seating and that, you'd have to bring in other. Same with Dynell, like it's
correct,
great area.
Yeah,
you probably got a bit more easier to bring in stuff where you guys are.
Correct.
But there's a lot of how would the first team in the NPL all over, so WA. So even Northern Territory have an NPL.
Yeah, so that's what I mean. So like, it would for me for in my head what I think of is obviously you might get if they did it from the get go, it would be 2 teams or two or 3 teams from all the NPL around the country, the top 2 or whatever would form together to make the B League, and then you would travel across Australia, and then obviously that's where they'd battle it out, and then you form a proper structure from State League 2, State League 1, NPL, B League, A League, and then for me though, the only question is, are clubs financially good enough to be able to fund a process like that?
Well, that's it. And then you're talking big money.
Because, just thinking about plane flights for, potentially a 20 games or 20 odd game season, for, we're talking maybe 15, 20 personnel on your team, how many thousands of dollars is that going to be? Plus 15 times, going interstate.
Accommodation.
Food, all these things add up. And on top of that, player wages, is it going to be part-time? Would the B League be a full-time?
Well, that's it. And what are they like if you are B League, you might only be a part-time player or what? Yeah.
You play on weekends or you just train 2-3 times a week, I think it all comes down to a financial thing. Because from what I'm aware, the A League doesn't do great financially as it is anyway. So to introduce a B League would make it would be even harder for the B League teams because they're not as big clubs, so they don't have as big backing, so they don't have their financials aren't as good. So to be able to fund that kind of process would be interesting. But but you never know, like, TV money potentially and sponsorships and all that kind of stuff that might, I don't know, might be able, for some bigger clubs like Flora Athena, I know a massive club, big financials, they could potentially make that step. Maybe there's other clubs around Australia that can maybe, take that. I'm not a bookie for every, I'm not, going through and, everyone's financials or anything like that, but it'd be interesting to see what process they could put in place, because I think it'd be great for Australian football if they could get it up and running properly. That's the thing.
I just don't like. In theory, yes, it sounds awesome.
Yeah,
but I just don't think we're probably, people are ready to watch it and to go through that. But I just don't think Australia's ready.
Yeah,
as a whole for that, because you look at AFL. They've got the big AFL.
Yeah,
you can't really just compare that to A-League, because AFL is probably a bit bigger here.
Yeah.
But then you look at that, that has a waffle, and each team has their different.
Yeah, and that's the same. So the A-League is basically set up exactly the same as the AFL, and there's no promotion relegation for AFL either. So, but I do think you're right. It will be hard. But if they could get it done, I'd be all for it. I'd definitely be all for it.
I've got a pitch for you though. What they should do is State of Origin. So you get all your WA players, like what they did in the AFL back in the day. Each WA Northern Territory have, I guess set 15.
Yeah.
And they play out. So very similar to, not similar, well, the rugby do it with their State of Origin, the original State of Origin.
Yeah.
And then I can't remember the last time Australia did it with the AFL. But it was, they had WA and all those teams. But I think they stopped it. I don't know if it because of a monetary thing, or if it was just because players were getting injured and
I think it all comes down to money, doesn't it? You know what I mean? And clubs get very protective of players, as we know. They do you can do it, but if you get injured, we won't be happy with you.
Yeah. Speaking of players, how about Messi? Hey. I was thinking about myself. I cannot, a player like that with the money tags that are attached to him, and they're talking that he was going to go to Man City.
So you were shaking in your boots?
Well, not really. I don't. Oh, how do you think if any English Premier League team could afford it, it would be Man City?
It's true, but according to some reports that I've read, it's a free transfer. So apparently Messi has a clause in his contract that basically allows him to leave after every season. Free transfer.
Wow. So
that is a clause in itself, but Barcelona will fight it depending on I think it was something to do with normal transfer windows, and this year's transfer window being extended. So they're if you leave within this time, it's free transfer. But if you leave at this section or whatever, I can't remember. But apparently there is a there's a place for him and he can go. But why would you want to leave Barcelona?
Well, that's it.
It's one of the biggest clubs in the world.
Do you think he feels that he's done everything over there? He's won a few things and now he wants to. Because how do you think he would go in the Premier League?
I think that maybe that's the question. Maybe that's the question he wants to answer.
Because they are both great football, but they're two different complete football styles.
It's true. It would be interesting. And people would pay to see it.
Oh, that's it. And that's the thing, it's the shirt sales, it's the ticket sales, it's, all these other things that come together with a big ticket name player like that.
Exactly. So, look, it would be interesting. Definitely. I just can't imagine Messi leaving Barcelona. It doesn't make sense to me. But hey, I can understand he's been there for a while and he's done a lot. Maybe he wants a new challenge.
That's it. But when you think of Messi, you always think of with the Barca shirt on.
Yeah, exactly. You picture him in the blue and was it reddish, maroony stripes. The
shortest player on the pitch, running through.
Exactly. Short, stocky guy that's just tearing everyone up.
Yeah.
But I'd hate to see him striking at me.
Oh,
far out. would you? Yeah,
I think I would.
What would you do? I just kind of sit there and go, okay, go on.
Well, I'd just be like, okay, well, he's going to see that little corner of the thing. He's going to try and. I think it'd be pretty cool.
Like, yeah. If you saved a shot from Messi, I wouldn't stop talking about it. You know what I mean?
Back in my day.
Yeah, back in my day, I saved a shot from Messi. It was his opposite foot, and it was 50 yards out, but I saved it.
And I was on his team.
It was a pass back. It wasn't a save.
Pass back on FIFA. Good times. But speaking of that, though, isn't the Premier League back on? Is it this week or next week?
I know that there was a couple of
like the Charity Shields or whatever it is.
Yeah, I saw a couple of the friendlies and a few they testing out a few players. Like I remember seeing Joe Hart.
Ooh, and that
Tottenham.
Did you see that? They say mistake.
They said it was a blunder. I didn't see it was that bad. It didn't look that bad to me.
It looked like he got blindsided. I didn't see it properly. I just saw it on the.
I didn't. I take everything the media says about goalkeepers with a pinch of salt. So as soon as I say I think I saw on my Facebook, it was it was like blunder or anything. I'm like, I just like, I'll have a look, and I just went, no, that's not that bad.
Yeah.
I'm like, it looks like he's got blindside, and the ball's like, we know what the balls are like these days. They're so light and flimsy. Especially with the way that these players hit them these days. They just get some weird ass spin on them, and they just do weird shit in the air. They do weird stuff, and it's very hard. Yeah, so look, when does the Premier League start, mate?
12th of September.
So it's next week.
Next weekend. So 6 p.m.
This weekend. 12th. This weekend.
Jeez, my math is bad. So Fulham and Arsenal are coming in first.
Ooh. How do you reckon Arteta's side will go this year?
Hey.
So it's Arteta, Arsenal. He's the manager. Arsenal.
Look, I think he will do all right. It's a hard, like anyone starting off in the Premier League. I think it's not like any other leagues.
Yeah,
it'll be like if someone from Rangers came over or Celtic or whatever. They do need that time to adjust to the style of football. So.
Because I love Mikel Arteta. He was an ex-Rangers player and ex-Arsenal player as well, and he was a good player, and he's done a lot as a player. And now what did they win this year? I think it was they won something with Arsenal. I can't remember. It was like wasn't the Champions League? It was something else like whatever it was.
Cup, yeah,
some sort of cup.
Not FA Cup.
It might have been the FA Cup.
Ooh. We'll have to look that up.
Might be the FA Cup because they beat.
Offend any viewers?
Yeah, I think it's Chelsea or something in the final. Or something. I can't remember, but yeah, no, it'll be. I'm interested to see. I'm interested to see the sides as well after a few changes, especially goalkeepers wise. I know that one of the Rangers keepers went to Sheffield United.
Yeah, because that's where Henderson wasn't it?
And speaking of Henderson, he signed a new deal with Manchester United, so another 4 years or 5 years or whatever.
That's a big deal.
So that is the question. What is happening? Is De Gea still in goals? Or is he come back to go, I'm challenging you for first team? Is that what's happening?
Well, I haven't seen, because when they do the new shirts and stuff like that for the team, the kit reveals.
Yeah.
Sometime, or most of the time, De Gea's in it, but I haven't seen any of him wearing the new kit.
Have you seen Dean Henderson?
I can't remember. No, I don't think I've seen any golf. I'll have to look it up and have a see. But it's normally, you see him wear them. But look, at the end of the day, let's hope the best goalkeeper gets a spot. And I think they're both great goalkeepers. Exactly.
And I don't even recent form, maybe De Gea has not been performing as well as he has in the past, but that doesn't make him a bad goal. That's what most people forget. They just don't. Goalkeepers don't become bad overnight. For some reason, people just assume, he's had a few bad plays. He's a shit goalkeeper. No. Outfield players have bad games. So do goalkeepers. We get in a bit of sometimes, we go for a bit of an average bit of form. And sometimes it gets very complicated, especially as a goalkeeper, because You'll have games where you're so busy and you're doing everything and you're having, the game of your life, but then you'll also have some games where you're doing absolutely nothing, but the only thing that you had to do, you might have made a mistake and then all of a sudden, you just get, it's never black and white, but it's just one of them things, isn't it?
I think it's going to be very hard for Henderson to improve and develop as a player. I think if De Gea is the first team keeper, I think it's going to be very hard for him to grow, because
that's the problem, isn't it? And that's the annoying thing about trying to chase that first team keeper, or especially at a big club like Man U, because they've got a huge number one in De Gea, who I don't see him going anywhere.
No,
why would you? And at Sheffield United, even though he was doing really well, but he wasn't at his club, as the club he wants to play for. But he's playing first team Premier League football.
Okay, and I think he did quite. I think I think he was in the top 5 of the clean sheets.
Yeah. Oh,
and for saves or wherever it was.
He was one of the best goalkeepers in the Premier League, and it's one of them things. It's like, what's best for you? Especially him being so young. I think he's my age. I think he's only about 24.
Jeez.
23. He's very young. So, what I mean? Like, if you're playing Premier League at, that young age, you better playing first team football and developing that skill set, or you better training and battling for the first team and being the second spot to
get those odd games or those odd cup games.
Look, and nobody is going to make that decision for him. He's made that decision for himself, and good on him. I think it's a brave decision to just say, nah, you know what? I'm going to go home. I'm going to go back to Man U, and I've proven what I can do. Now I'm going to go home and try and earn the first team spot.
Even if he's contracted, he can still put out on loan though, can't he? If
Correct.
he agrees to it.
Yeah, for sure. So he might even still have that option as well. Yeah. It's been interesting because I haven't seen anything happen, but yeah, I remember the Rangers former Rangers goalkeeper Wes Foderingham went to Sheffield, and then also Aaron Ramsey.
Yeah.
He's gone to Sheffield as well.
Okay.
So they're going to have quite a good battle there for first team spot. And it'll be interesting to see how that one goes, because Wes is a great goalkeeper. And I felt a bit bad for him because he got stuck under Alan McGregor at Rangers. But I didn't feel like Wes did anything wrong, to be honest. But it's just one of them things that, and Alan McGregor was it one of the players of the year or something last season or the season before. So, it's one of them things that you might not be doing anything wrong, but somebody's just doing that a little bit better.
Yeah.
And you don't get that chance to, and it was funny because every time that Wes was called upon, he had a clean sheet.
Yeah. Well, that's,
or made a penalty save, or, something like that. And you're just like, and then, Alan McGregor will come back from injury and he gets his spot back, and but that's the life of the second choice, man.
That's it. And also the life of the goalkeeper.
Exactly. And I definitely know what it's like to be second choice for this season. But look, and it's a learning process as well. Like, you learn, and there's always that scrap between the first and the second choice and all that. But I think it's always good to have a good relationship with that. We've talked about having that good. But there's never seems to be that bad blood. I've never had that yet in my goalkeeper career, like between the first team and the reserves keeper. There's always that kind of goalkeepers union that kind of keeps it.
I think you have that because you both know what you're going through, what you know, the coach will say, this is what he wants and what he wants, or style, or what he wants to do. And then you're both goalkeepers, you know what's expected, so you kind of help each other out, and you know what's going on.
Yeah, I think that's the thing. Is like most goalkeepers go through that rite of passage anyway. We go through the 18s, the reserves, and then you eventually get a first team gig. It's like the rite of passage that you go through. Nobody just goes from, picking up a pair of gloves straight into first team.
That's it.
You know what I mean? So like everyone's gone through that rite of passage. So you almost have that mutual respect for one another as well. And you talk about, just that, you know what each other's going through.
Yeah.
And I think that's good. And I have no problems with that at all whatsoever. And even though I'm in that number 2 spot at the moment, I'm happy with it. You know what I mean? Like I'm at ease with it. Yes, I want to push for first team, but I know my role and I know my spot, and I know that I'm still developing as well, and I'm going through that path as well.
That's it. You just got to be mentally prepared, I think, as well. Like like you said, you know what your role is, you know what you got to do.
Yeah.
If I do get called up, I get called up. But then you don't let that. You don't let that hinder you. You give everything. And if you get chosen, you're chosen. If you don't, you don't. You just give 110%.
Exactly.
That's the main thing.
First team, reserves, 18s, whatever. You put your best foot forward and put your best gloves forward as well.
So that's it. And make sure it's right technique. And those little steps too.
Make sure little micro steps. That's what I heard. That's what I heard in the latest. I'm not sure if you might have seen it. New England video.
Oh, with the Pickford.
Yeah, I haven't. Pope and Henderson.
I haven't seen the. I've seen the front of the video, like on Facebook. I haven't had a chance to watch it yet.
Yeah.
So
have a good watch.
Tonight.
Have a good watch of it. It's good. That's what the coach calls it, micro steps, because they were working on basically just similar to what they were doing before, really slightly different, but just basically working across the goal and getting shots.
Yeah.
Like at the hands, at the feet, off the cones. Just taking shots, but then it was to do with the micro steps and getting in the right position quickly, efficiently.
How good is the banter though between you hear them talk and laugh and stuff, and it's good, and that is, and I
that's
think,
what it's all about.
Yeah, it doesn't matter what level you are. If you got a couple of goalkeepers around, you're always going to have that banter together.
Love the banter, absolutely love the banter, and if the banter's not there, why is it not there?
It should be.
It should always be there. Oof. Having a bit of fun.
That's it. Speaking of fun, season's technically the 11 games are over now.
Yeah, that's the funny thing. So we are. So with WA, we've done a shortened season, and it's been a weird format. So nobody actually officially knows what's next. So we've done 12 teams, 11 games. Everyone plays each other once, and then apparently after that, we're supposed to split top 6, bottom 6.
Yep.
And after that, I'm not sure what happens.
It's really because I was thinking on the drive over here. So you got your top 6. Are they going to do like a Champions League, draw out, get a bingo thing, and be like, oh, we got Canning or we got Dinella, like who's going to play each other, or is it 1v2? 3v, you know what I mean? I'm not sure if it's going to be straight into like a final series, or if it's going to be another like round of league, like as in so 5 games. Yeah, so you play each other once.
Play each other once again, and then I'm not sure if that adds on to the ladder that's already in place,
or if it's a new, or
if it's a separate clean swipe ladder as well, because it would be interesting because, my team at Dinella, we're second. We finished second, which is a great result for us. I think, considering we were second last, this time last year, to be able to finish second on the ladder is a huge achievement in what the club's done to move forward. But it's weird because it's one of the things that I'm not sure what the next part is. I'm not sure if the fixtures are up yet, and
because they've got till Saturday to sort it out. So I'm hoping. I was hoping to have something by Football West today, but look, I know it's a long process, and it's not just us.
Well, they've had 11 weeks to kind of sort it out. You know what I mean?
So I give them a little bit of leeway.
Yeah. Well, we always give Football West a little bit of leeway. We won't chuck them red herrings on this podcast. We always show these guys a bit of respect, even though sometimes they may or may not deserve it. But they are the governing body for football, and we're just glad to be playing football.
Well, that's it. Well, look at some other states aren't at the moment.
Exactly. So we're just glad to be up and playing. But yeah, even then, when we do end up playing with this, is it? I heard there was also talks of potentially midweek games as well. So 2 games in 1 week.
Yeah,
so like a Wednesday game and then a Saturday game.
Well, we had that when we played you guys. So we played on the Wednesday. And You guys played on the Tuesday, and then we played on the Saturday.
Yeah.
Look, at the end of the day, if we have to do it, we got to do it to get the games in, which is fine.
Yeah, and that's fine. You know, I don't mind. You know, that's just for us. It's just one less training session. You know what I mean? We play a game instead of training. That's not the end of the world.
I'll tell you what, though, I do. We played on Friday, and I do love a Friday game.
Friday night game.
There's just something about Friday game.
Friday night fever.
Yeah, it's good, you know. And then but it does. Your preparation, I think, is a bit different to your Friday night game to your Saturday game. But
especially if you're working.
Oh yeah, and when you think majority of people are.
Yeah, and not everyone. Yeah, and not everyone. You know, everyone's different with their jobs, but like you know, if most people are finishing around that 5 o'clock type of thing, you know, they don't have much time to or get home or whatever, and it's different. It's different, but for you, it's actually probably not so bad. You finish work quite early.
About 2-3.
Yeah, which gives you maybe 2 or 3 hours to
do what I need to do.
Yeah.
So it's good, you know. I hope we do have those midweek games, so maybe 1 or 2, so we can catch up.
Yeah.
But it's going to be really interesting to see what happens. I kind of hope the way I see it and the way I would like it to go is the top 6 play each other once. Yeah. Same with the bottom 6 play each other once, and then that whoever comes first, second plays off whatever. Because is it true that if you're in the bottom 6 and you win that out of all those 6 you win it, you could potentially go up?
So this is what I've heard, and this was way back at the beginning of the season when they were just putting it out. So from what I remember, I'll maybe see if we can find it, but from what I remember, it was once the table's been split, then it's the top 6. From what I remember, it's supposed to say top 6 play each other once, bottom 6 play each other once, and then first, second, and third from the top 6.
Yeah.
And the first placed from the bottom 6. So that form 4 teams, and then they play each other in a final series. Okay. So then it's supposed to be, maybe it's 1v4 and 2v3, or 1-3-2-4, whatever. Probably 1-4-2-3.
Yeah. Most common.
Yeah, and then it goes into a final series from there. So it would be interesting to see how that. So
how good would it be if it was like they did like home and away, so you get your goal advantage. So if you play away, a goal is 2. Like
that'd be interesting. And like I said, that's the thing. There's a million and one ways to do it, and there's no right way per se to do it. It's just a matter of how they want to go about it. And it's interesting. And the biggest question for me is what happens to the league ladder now, because if we continue on. For teams like, for you guys, for Curtin, finishing, are you second last?
I think we're last for the first team, yeah.
So for you guys, it would be beneficial for you to wipe the slate clean, and then maybe you might have a good run for the next 5 games, and then potentially you might even finish first in that bottom 6, and then you get potential for finals.
That's it, yeah.
So that's one thing. And then the second thing is with that, or would it be fairer to keep the points so that teams that have performed well already
stay there,
have more of an advantage?
Yeah, it's really...
Is it... Yeah, what's the... Yeah, that's the biggest question for me, because it can be quite... It will be... I'm trying to think of the word for it. It will be quite significant in the way that this next 6 games or 5 games will go out, because, if that doesn't get wiped... then it will be quite interesting. But then if it does get wiped, it's even more interesting, because is that fair? Is it,
Yeah, I feel regardless of what Football West do, there's always going to be people that are going to bag it out. Just like they did when the season started, people were bagging
and
it.
I thought I was bull. I thought I was really bad.
Where's the...
yeah, the beat button.
The beat button.
Yeah, bull.
But yeah, we're playing football, and it is what it is, and they're the ones that run the show, so...
Yeah. I'm just glad to be playing football. Yeah, it's not like a proper season or a full season, no promotion or relegation. Meh, who cares? It's actually beneficial for a lot of squads.
Ooh, yeah.
You know, and it's not as beneficial for well-developed state league squads, but for some squads like Kingsley, it's great for, because, you know, they've just come into the state league. It's a great way for them to test out the league and be like, you know what, you know, we can use this year to develop the squad, figure out what the league's actually like, and then we can move that knowledge moving forward into the next proper season, and they can, you know, put their best foot forward. You know, that's just one way, but you have to look at the glass half full. You know what I mean? You know, if you look at it like, oh crap, it's no promotion. What's the point in playing? You know, if you look at it that way, you've already, you know, what's the point? You've lost. So just be happy that we're playing football and having fun. You
got to take every game as it is, and no matter what league, even if you finish in the bottom 6 or the top 6, you take it seriously, and your team is out there to win every game.
Exactly.
Even if you're playing juniors or seniors, you know, you obviously enjoy yourself, have fun.
Yeah,
that mentality to win needs to come out.
Exactly. Always have fun playing football.
Big time.
Because if you're not having fun, what's the point?
That's it.
What is the point?
Yeah. Go play darts or something.
Oh, mate, but I love darts. I love darts.
We're going to have a challenge one day, and we've said that before.
I know. And definitely when I'm going to Moore River over the next few days, I'm definitely taking my darts. And there's a dart board at the house we're staying at.
Oh, nice.
I'm playing some darts.
Yeah.
With the old man.
All right. Well, you get your practice in.
And I'm going to kick his ass.
Okay.
And then I'm going to beat him at darts.
Yeah. if I'm allowed to. Good times, good times.
Absolutely love it.
So as for this weekend, we don't know, as closing off, we don't know where we're playing or who we're playing or what we're doing.
No, we don't.
Do you think there'll be a bye? I have a feeling that they might even have a bye this week.
It might make sense. It would give Football West a little bit more time, I suppose.
And it'll give, I don't know. I hope they don't. But then at the same point, you're like, you know, it might be good to have a rest, reset, and regroup. So, as we're talking here, I'm talking to myself. Tommy's just pulling up the Football West site here now.
I'm trying to anyway.
Yeah, there we go.
I'm trying to, but we know how flimsy the Football West website can be at times.
Can be, yeah.
But let's see how.
Let's have a gander.
Let's have a wee gander.
I had a look this morning around about 9 o'clock, and I couldn't see anything up there. But look, that was 9
o'clock. We officially are at nearly 8 o'clock.
Yeah, it's 8 o'clock.
Oh, this is naughty. And this is not coming up with much, is it?
You click on that blue bit there, mate.
Division 2.
There we go, Division 2.
Division 2.
Look at me knowing all the smart stuff, and it probably won't work.
How dare you?
There we go. So,
what's that? Oh, that's Division 1. No, that's not.
That's round 7.
That's not right. That is not right. Whatever that is, it ain't right.
State League Men's Division 2. Yeah.
All right. I'm going to go back into Google.
And we'll see what's going on.
Yeah.
So it's going to be big, and I really hope that it'll be cool for the final though. In each division, maybe it gets played at a neutral ground.
That would be interesting as well. It would be interesting to see people's thoughts on it as well. It's kind of cool that there's like, you know, on Google there's like Football West State League Division 1. It's like on Google. Do you know what was the biggest thing that I loved is that on the what is it? The Wikipedia pages for all the groups.
Oh, you got the names on there?
Yeah, the names on there. And my name was on the Dinella like Wikipedia page. And I was like, yes!
I've made it.
I've made it on Wikipedia. I've made it. I'm semi-pro, bro.
Look out.
All right.
So
cool.
There are all the results.
So that is the results. Let's have a look at the ladder. Let's get the ladder. Okay, here we go. So top 6. Let's have a look at the top 6. So top 6 were Murdoch. Mum finished top. Yep. 25 points. Not bad. Dinella, Karama, Joondalup, Gosnells, and Wanneroo. So I'm
Wanneroo
surprised.
Wanneroo were on top of the table, unbeaten.
That's what I mean. Like that's why I'm very surprised with Wanneroo because they were like 5-0 at one stage. I'm pretty sure.
So they've won 5, lost 5, and drawn 1.
Gosnells have done well to come back from where they were. Joondalup were pretty consistent throughout the whole year. Carramar Shamrock, we did talk about them like before the season started. And we said that they might be a bit of an underdog. I'm pretty sure.
Won 6, drawn 2, and lost 3. Is that? Do you want to go back up to the top? Sorry, Tommy.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
The top.
Yep.
Yeah. So draws in the middle. Yeah. So that's. Yeah, they did well.
And
20 goals for 60
Dinella, we haven't drawn a game. It's just been wins or losses. 7 wins, 4 losses. But like I haven't been a part of that first team. I've been on the bench so I'd love to say I contributed to that second place spot, but I really haven't, to be honest. If you'll find me on every team sheet though.
Okay. So
unused sub.
Bottom 6.
Bottom 6. So Canning City, see this is another question I've got for you. What separates Wanneroo and Canning City?
Goal difference.
Goal difference is the same at 19.
Yeah, but look at for and against.
Is it the for and against that?
Well, I'm guessing because 26-19 and then 2019, which gives a goal. It's got 1. See on the goal difference.
Goals for
and for against. So if you go
because they've got the same goal difference as 1.
Yeah.
So the goal difference is they both at goal difference is 1, but Canning City is 19 goals against.
Who are we comparing it? Because Wanneroo have got a goal difference of 7. So that's
sorry.
why 6, yeah.
Sorry. I'm looking at the wrong one. So that's,
okay, yeah.
So I was looking at Kingsley and Canning. That was my bad. Yeah.
But both have the same with the win-loss draw ratio there.
Yeah. So Canning, I was pretty surprised that they creeped out of the 6 because they were doing quite well as well. They were up there with Wanneroo early on in the season. And Kingsley was a big surprise to me. I thought they were going to do a little bit better. I did think they'd do a little bit better, but they only won 4 of the 11 games, 5 losses, 2 draws. So, and then Balga, Morley, Kelmscott, and
us and Curtin.
Kelmscott tied with Curtin.
Both
have goal difference of -21.
Yeah.
So how does it separate from there? More goals for?
Yeah, so they've scored 13. They've conceded 24.
34.
Yeah.
So
that's the way that's the way it looks like.
That must be the next way. It must be goals for because you both got the same points, both goal difference. So it must go down to goals for after that.
Same with Wanneroo and Canning.
Yeah.
So look, it's going to be interesting to see what they do. It's good. Looking forward to it. But yeah, I hope when they do the end, they all bring it down to a neutral ground. Would be nice.
Let's see the fixtures and see if there's anything up yet. Maybe not.
Maybe I don't. No,
Maybe not.
It's not looking good.
Nah. No fixtures up yet.
No. It's obviously in the works now doing it, so
that's okay.
That's all right. We wait patiently till
we wait eagerly.
I'm pretty sure we'll find out maybe on Thursday what the go is and where we're playing. So there's no more.
No more after round 11. Look at that.
That's where it ends there.
Look at that. 6-0. 6-0 Dinella White Eagles against Balga. It was a great game. Played well.
When Morley Windmills beat Wanneroo 3-2.
That's an interesting one.
I reckon that would have been a good game to watch too because it would have been fairly close.
It would have been interesting to see the Carramar Kingsley game as well. And to be fair, Kelmscott only losing 1-0 to Mum is a decent result.
Oh yeah.
Mum are a good side, well-tuned side. So to only concede 1 goal, or maybe that's just Mum playing on real grass for a change.
Yeah, well, that's true. You should see how many Murdoch have won at home, actually. I'd love to know that ratio.
Well, let's have a look at the table now. Let's ladder. Let's have a look. So, they don't do that, do they?
Nah.
They only do the goals for against. There's no... unless it's on here...
What I'll do, I'll have a quick look on Facebook, and I'll have a quick look just so the viewers aren't getting bored of our voices and our silence. Let's see.
But yeah, that has been. It will be interesting to see where we go from there.
All right, so
what have you got? Oh, you got the Facebook. You had the Facebook.
Yeah,
group.
So Murdoch played 11, won 8, drawn 1, lost 2, goal difference of 10. Goals are 24-14, points 25. Home, it's got 19-7 with 16. So I'm guessing that's the goals. And away is 5 and 7, which is 9.
Right.
So
they've scored a lot more goals at home.
At home, yeah.
Maybe they like the plastic.
They could do, and I guess if that's what you train on and play on, you will get used to it. It was, when I played there, I found it to be, even wearing studs, I found it quite slippery.
Yeah.
Underfoot. And the ball bounces a lot more.
It's a true bounce. It's a true bounce. So, yeah, you get definitely a more true bounce to the ball, which is almost, it throws you off because you're expecting it not to be as bouncy, not to, and it's, it does throw you off if you're not expecting it.
Yeah, great change rooms though.
Yes, yes.
Very good change rooms.
And if you ever get the luxury of going to Caramar as well, Caramar, Shamrock have good change rooms as well.
That's good.
Nice big. That's what big change rooms, big open change rooms.
Nothing worse, and I hate, and especially being goalkeepers, you always get put first, which is in the corner, in this little crammy little spot.
Goalkeeper problems.
Yeah, I'm a lanky guy.
You need the most space. You don't need the cramps, but you need the most. You got the most gear. You got bloody gloves to pack. Gloves and boots. You got to hang up,
and then you take longer to get ready because you try not to get in the way and everything. And
yes. Oh man, it's a pain in the ass. I always end up moving my shirt or something like that because I'm just a pain in the ass. Or I start getting dressed before everyone else because it's a bloody pain in the ass.
Takes ages to sort it all out.
Goalkeeper issues.
Well,
I think that's us done for another episode.
It is, mate.
Yatesy, I think we are done and dusted for another episode of Inside 6 Yarns.
Yes,
if you've enjoyed this week's episode, please feel free to rate us on, or give us a 5-star rating or whatever it is on Apple Podcasts if you're listening on that, or Spotify. You can subscribe and do all that sorts of stuff. But anything to support the channel, we appreciate it. And I've been Tommygun.
That'll make me Yatesy.
And this has been Inside 6 Yarns. Take care before I screw up another word. But have a good weekend, guys. Safe hands and clean sheets for everyone.
See ya.
Bye-bye.
Peace.